the first to know Nsem-Pii TV.
If I won't call Okudzeto Ablakwa na abusuya, what Nsem-Pii abetuja me say ama ntintan fidi so aye kabisi ene nwumra enya samketwa. Yenyina yenim ato yenchema eto oman konkro Ghana. Eye Z9 helicopter ekonya nkwanhia enipa wotwe efa mu ehwere omonkwa. Na nyina yenim say Z9 helicopter no black box wa Ghana buying money bo muhu ye no enkeba akopim ewo China mam na China for mo yes afidi no wo mo atimi abie black box no so no mo hu de ntia anase de kofa ba ya e ma sa afidi no enya nkwanhia eno ene protocol eda ho se wiemhye bi enya nkwanhia manufacturer ye no ene wo ho kwan se wo bi sa black box no so na Okudzeto Ablakwa na nwumre wa beto jo se China for no enya ade da se aban e de black box no e komo mo na se de aban e de kwa komo America for na wo mo atimi abie so no mo hu de ntia anase de kofa ba ya eye sa wiemhye no etimi asa nkwanhia no ati so wo mo san afro mo se wo mo mra Ghana ha na ba bia wiemhye no tetoye no o mo yehwemu no mu hu de kofa ba ya sa ato yenchem no eto oman konkon Ghana eno ena manfo bi ebisa se aden Ghana aban John Dramani Mahama ne NDC wo mo bibi a wo pese wo mudi sie Ghana na China for na mo ye fidi no na se ye ja China for yo ho na ye de akakoma US aban say US for mum ena emra na omo meye investigation na omo san embie black box no so na de kofa sa atonye chen bae no wo mo nkan kire Ghana for na kopim e wontintan fidi ni so abusia enya asem keto ade amene nko na ensem a Okudzeto Ablakwa wo de to ho na wo kire say John Dramani Mahama wasi ne bo say and when we decide and near money, you never copim US na US for be black box on so. Omesan baha no mako kwayenum na womu atimi ahako hwehwem dia emasa atoyenche no eto oman konkro Ghana abusia yoko na wankasa kokoti Okudzeto Ablakwa aye foreign minister abra na wo hwie sansem no agu ho yeba Nsem-Pii TV sere dada yen no ensema hodoa egupno so no yebesan adiatoa yen atifo so.
I want to, on behalf of President John Dramani Mahama, extend our profound gratitude. World leaders have called directly. They have sent messages of condolence. They have extended their commiserations through diverse ways. From our records, we are struggling to find any country that is left out. Everybody across all continents. And I also want to particularly thank those who made the effort to come here. The chair of ECOWAS, President Madabiu, President of Sierra Leone, the President of Sao Tome and Principe. Today we received the former President of Niger, the former Prime Minister of Senegal, the former Prime Minister of Cote d'Ivoire. They have all been here personally to extend their heartfelt commiserations. And the Ministry of Foreign Affairs wants them to know that in this our darkest hour, in this very, very tragic and devastating period, we remember our friends, all of those who stood by us, all those who did not abandon us, all those who have comforted us and have held our hands and continue to pray for us and have kept us in their thoughts. We want them to know that it has not gone unnoticed and we do not take it for granted, and it has helped us in this very, very difficult journey to heal and to seek closure. Ghana is enormously grateful to all our international partners, to all world leaders, and we remain in their debt. We are grieving, but in this process we have also discovered that we indeed have a lot of friends and well-wishers, and that we are not alone. I would also like to use this opportunity to thank my colleagues at the ministry, the chief directors, particularly our protocol department. They have been working around the clock. It's not easy to have these national mourning done across various sectors, the presidency, multiple ministries. They are grieving themselves, but they have to put themselves together to receive guests, to usher them around, chaperone them, guide them, manage this whole process, the book of condolence, see them off, and respond to communication and all of that. It's been a tremendous effort, a great deal of work, and I would like to thank them very, very much. And nobody really prepares you. There can't be any training, any workshop, any consultant who can really prepare you for an occasion like this. And we are in uncharted waters. This has never happened in our entire history. But to see our diplomats rise to the occasion and demonstrate such a remarkable skill and expertise as minister, they make me very, very proud indeed. And I would like to really thank them for all their contributions. Ghana is grateful to them. And I want to also extend very sincere gratitude to all Ghanaians. Ghanaians have complied with all the directives. Ghanaians have really poured out their hearts. They have cooperated. We have known our fallen heroes with such dignity, remarkable dignity. There's been no incident, no hooliganism, no disrespect, apart from probably a few, you may want to call them outliers who use social media to misconduct themselves, which security agencies are dealing with. The vast majority of Ghanaians, overwhelming majority of Ghanaians have really represented our country very well, and I have already received calls from a number of colleagues, foreign ministers, who have really applauded Ghana for how we have conducted ourselves with such dignity, such grace, and such respect for the memory of our fallen heroes. I call them the martyrs of August 6th. And may we continue with this spirit, and may we ensure that their memory will remain a blessing to our nation.
Yeah, we know that that reach out to us, the international partners, to help us get to the Chinese. Yeah, sure.
I can confirm to you that on the instruction of His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama, we have formally requested the Americans to come in and assist. We all know that they have considerable expertise when it comes to these matters, and so the indication we have received from the Americans is that they are very much willing to assist. We think that it is important to bring in independent experts to ensure that the outcome of the investigations will be acceptable to all, so that there will also be confidence in the process. Nobody has anything to hide, and it is important that this process is done in a very thorough manner, in a manner that will be at par with best practice, the international gold standard. That is what President Mahama wants us to achieve. So I can assure you that our move about has long been issued. The Americans have responded, and we are expecting the arrival of American experts soon to help us with the investigations.
Why not? The Zina helicopter, we understand, is Chinese made. Have you also reached out to the Chinese government?
You do know that I am a member of the Armed Forces Council and the National Security Council, and so I can confirm to you that the Chinese have already been contacted and demonstrated by. Indeed, the thing we have received from the CDA were the blocks, as it were, made available to the but in the president's wisdom, the president does not want anything to proceed without quite fair, so that we will just avoid all doubts, so that people will not raise issues of probably conflict of interest, maybe people with some kind of special interest trying to cover up and all of that. So seeing that the Americans have removed from this process, and they offer that that independent expertise required. I think that we need to applaud the President's wisdom in this matter, and we need to also really thank our American partners for agreeing to assist us in this regard. And the President has said that there should be utmost transparency, and that at all steps of the way, when these experts arrive, when the investigations commence, when the investigations progress, when the investigations conclude, every stage of the way, the Ghanaian people should in the loop. They should know about what is happening. And I can give you the fullest of assurances that there will be no attempt to conceal. I have heard some civil society organizations and some other analysts raise concern about, if you like, lack of information about the investigative processes. It is just because it hasn't commenced. We are waiting for the experts before these investigations are done, and that is why you probably have not been getting regular updates on the investigation. But as soon as the American experts arrive and investigations commence, you can be assured that the Ghanaian people will be kept in the loop. Of course, taking into account national security considerations, and apart from that, you can be well assured that all that has to be made public will be made public. Because really, if you look at our colleagues, they've always been people who represent good governance. And good governance requires transparency, it requires accountability, it also requires remarkable distinction. They were in pursuit of environmental justice. We all know the scourge of Galamsey, which really is an existential threat. And all of us must dedicate all our efforts to ending the menace. It is now up to us to finish the mission they were pursuing, a cause that all of us must be committed to. And for the fallen heroes, I know most of them very well. I served in cabinet with the Honorable Dr. Edward Amani-Brahma and the Honorable Ibrahim Murtala Mohammed. Alhaji Muniru was with us in the previous government as Minister of Agric. Samuel Sapon, Vice Chairman of our party, the NDC, the Obuasi parliamentary candidate in the 2024 elections, is very much known to me. I was in his constituency to help with the campaign, and I recall that in the Asino by-election, he was also with us to help my deputy, the Honorable Jachi Kwesim, very dynamic young man. The crew must have flown us on a number of occasions. You know that the Foreign Ministry engages in a lot of travel, and so this really could have been us as well. And I can attest to their professionalism and their deep sense of duty and patriotism. So we have lost our finest, our very dedicated colleagues who are serving in diverse ways to help transform our country, to help reset this nation. I believe that as a nation, we should all commit that this ultimate sacrifice shall not be in vain, that we shall honor their memory by ensuring that this Galamsey menace, which we have not been able to resolve over the years, we will deal with this menace, with this canker, once and for all. It is also important to immortalize their memory by ensuring that we protect our environment, we protect our water bodies, and we keep this country safe for the generations coming after us. Having said that, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs would like to extend our heartfelt appreciation to world leaders, our international partners. During this memorial, the national mourning, and the opening of this book of condolence, there is hardly any embassy or any international partner accredited to Ghana whose head of mission or representative of the head of mission has not been here. All of them have been united with us, grieving and mourning. I want to, on behalf of President John Dramani Mahama, extend our profound gratitude. World leaders have called directly. They have sent messages of condolence. They have extended their commiserations through diverse ways. From our records, we are struggling to find any country that is left out. Everybody across all continents. And I also want to particularly thank those who made the effort to come here. The chair of ECOWAS, President Madabio, President of Sierra Leone, the President of Sao Tome and Principe. Today we received the former President of Niger, the former Prime Minister of Senegal, the former Prime Minister of Cote d'Ivoire. They have all been here personally to extend their heartfelt commiserations. And the Ministry of Foreign Affairs wants them to know that in this our darkest hour, in this very, very tragic and devastating period, we remember our friends, all of those who stood by us, all those who did not abandon us, all those who have comforted us and have held our hands and continue to pray for us and have kept us in their thoughts. We want them to know that it has not gone unnoticed, and we do not take it for granted, and it has helped us in this very, very difficult journey to heal and to seek closure. Ghana is enormously grateful to all our international partners, to all world leaders, and we remain in their debt. We are grieving, but in this process we have also discovered that we indeed have a lot of friends and well-wishers, and that we are not alone.